Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Me First Morning. I am your host, Patricia Ribeiro Wolfson. I am also your energy alchemist, helping you to calibrate your energy so you can have an awesome life. At least that's what I'm telling you we're doing. All right, it is so good to be here. I am an intuitive coach, an energy healer, a wife, and a mom of three boys, and my mission is to help you calibrate your energy. Also, to help you integrate self care into easy, doable steps, and more importantly, to let you know that you are not broken and your gifts, which you already have and you likely probably think are annoying, are your special gift, your contribution, part of your mission on this planet. And I want you to embrace them and just figure out how they work, right? Like we all have these gifts, we all have these ways that we function. And because we spend so much time trying to mimic or emulate what someone else is doing or how someone else functions, because either we believe that they function better or we've been told that the way they function is the way you're supposed to. We are constantly beating ourselves up for doing things the way they come naturally to us. And so I'm here to help encourage you to learn and understand how you process things, how you do things, what works for you, and let you know if you do things differently from everybody else, you are not broken. You just function differently from other people. And believe it or not, most people function differently from other people in their own way. There are commonalities. We all feel things, we all see things, we all experience things, we all have similar stories, and we can all resonate, right? Like with each other and various things. But each one of us has our own path. You have your own path, the way you're supposed to do things, the way you're supposed to process things, because energy transforms through you. Right. So, what you are given, what you receive in this world, you sort of translate it with your vessel, with your mind, with your words, and you then put it out as a reflection of who you are. Right. And that's super important because everybody then is reflecting who they are in how they do things, in the choices they make, in the company they keep, in the experiences that they have. Right. And how you handle those things, how you face those things, how you embody those things will dictate what kind of life you're having, right? That's going to contribute to how you are functioning on a day to day basis. And so, my biggest goal here with Me First Mornings is to let you know that when you put yourself first and figure out how you function and you have a good, solid foundation before entering into anything else with anyone else, then you will be clear on where you stand and you're not going to be swayed or influenced or changed by anything in your external circumstances unless you choose to be. Right. And that we have external circumstances that happen all the time and things we can't control and things that we kind of are forced to face or do or deal with. Right. And how you face or deal with those situations is going to make a big impact on how you evolve here and how we evolve collectively. And so that's one of the things that I really just, kind of want to put out there, that this is what I do and what I want to help you do is learn how you process things, learn how to use your natural gifts to do the things that you love, because that's what you're supposed to do. All right. Good morning. Hi, Dad. Nice to see you here. Thank you. You have a fantastic Thursday too. Okay, so let's get started with our morning ritual. And sorry, I'm just calling things up to make sure I have what I need. And today's topic is going to be about the gift of trust and patience, right? Why waiting is a good thing. I mean, we are constantly hearing information, like act now, do what you need to do, take action, think later, right? And I agree with those statements, right? I really agree on taking action. The universe loves action. But if you are taking action that you are unclear about, right? That you are uncertain of, or that you're like, ugh, I don't know about this. When you're taking action in that kind of wishy washy energy, then your results are going to be wishy washy. It's just kind of what you're putting out is what you're getting back, energetically speaking. So it is much more advantageous for you and your mission for you to be super clear on what the action needs to be. Now, you don't have to be 100% confident that you can pull off this action, right? You don't have to be like totally not scared, right? It's not like wait until your fear goes away. It's not about that because you may not be ready. You may still be afraid. But if you are clear on what action steps need to be taken, and you can take that inspired action, inspired because you're like, oh my God, I see it. I see it. I have to do this. And it still might be scary. And it's still, you still may feel resistance to it. But when you are clear and you take that step, you are allowing the ball to get rolling and momentum begins to move in the direction that you want to go. If you are clear, then that action is supported by the universe because then you are also sending out the energetic message of your clarity and with your clarity, right? Every step you take, every action you take when you are clear, it is a clear action. There's no kind of wishy-washiness about it. I mean, imagine when you are talking with a friend, right? And somebody says, what do you want to eat today? I mean, how many times do you have these discussions with your family or with your friends? It's like, what do you want to eat? And you're like, I don't know. I guess, we'll go for Chinese food, right? And, but you're not sure. And then the other person's like, I don't know, you don't seem that sure about it. How about, we do Greek food? Oh, I like Greek food. Oh, I don't know, maybe this. And it's like this wishy-washy, like, I don't know what energy, right? And it's not clear. You end up not knowing really what to get, right? But then as you're sitting in this group of friends, somebody goes, oh, you know what I really want? I've been craving, these sandwiches from my favorite sandwich place. And then everybody's like, oh, I like that sandwich place. What a great idea, right? So you have an idea that comes in with such clarity and like, oh my God, that's exactly what I want. And then kind of everybody can get on board. I mean, maybe if people don't like the sandwiches, but analogy is separate from the reality, right? The reality being when you are super clear on something, there's no shakiness, there's no wishy-washiness. It's like, oh, that's what I want. I'm going to go and I'm going to order it. Now, you may show up to the place and want your sandwich done a certain way, and it maybe doesn't come out exactly the way you want. Okay. That's like a separate thing that we can also deal with. But when you're clear and you know what you want, at least you know how to ask. You know exactly what to ask for. You're like, I want this with this and none of this, right? I mean, I'm talking about sandwiches right now, but in real life, that's the case too. So we're going to talk about why it can be really, really advantageous, seems to be my word today, for you to wait until you receive that clarity. Wait until you are sure, like really like, yes, oh my God, that's exactly what I want to do. That's exactly what the next step is. That's exactly where I'm headed and what I want to create in my life. Because when you have that kind of clarity and that kind of conviction, then your energy is very clear. There's no wobbliness to it. So what you're putting out is like a laser right out to what you want. And so what is coming your way will either be laser focused and exactly what you want, or you're going to be able to discern exactly what it is that you want to receive or then release or leave out, right? Like if you're like, okay, let's go back to the sandwich idea, right? Because I think it's a great analogy. So you're like, I want, a toasted, a toasted bread with, lettuce, tomato, and red peppers and some grilled chicken, and you're like, and some mozzarella cheese. That's what I want, right? And you're like, you're dreaming of this sandwich. You're like drooling. You can literally feel your mouth salivating over this sandwich, right? And then you go to the store and you get there and they're missing the red pepper. They don't have the mozzarella. It's not what you want. So do you stay in the store and say, okay, you know what? Fine. I'll just do grilled chicken with lettuce, tomato, no big deal, which you might do that, but you're not really satisfied, right? It's not exactly what you want. You didn't have the same conviction over this like grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato sandwich as you did when you started thinking about like the added mozzarella and the added red pepper. Now, I'm using food as an example, but people feel passionate about food. It's like, just look at social media, people taking pictures about their food, right? But it's that conviction where you're like, you know what? If you don't have the sandwich I want, I'm going to go to a different store. And maybe you're not going to eat at 12:30 the way you thought, but you're like, I'm going to wait if I have to because I need this taste in my mouth. I want that flavor. I want to bite into that sandwich and feel what that feels like because it makes me so happy. And it's easy to see. You're like, well, yeah, of course, you go get the sandwich you want. But in real life, we always are like, you know what? Fine. I guess this is what's in front of me. I'll just take this. No. However, in life, you're going to be kind of in a position where you have to be where you are, right? And if you are not clear, then be present, right? So if you can't be clear, be present in the moment, trying to enjoy whatever it is that you can in your current life. So let's say, there is no mozzarella cheese, right? And red peppers, you can't find them anywhere. So you're going to enjoy your sandwich as best as you can right now. But you wait until you can, order that mozzarella or pick up that special red pepper or whatever it is. And you wait. And in the meantime, you enjoy what you have because that's what you have at the moment, but always keeping your eyes open, waiting for the moment where you can go and get the thing that you want and then bring that in, right? So it's like you might go to different stores and be like, wow, they don't have mozzarella. Mozzarella is like out everywhere. I can't believe it. But you go and you check stores and you keep going and you tell your friends, hey, if you find mozzarella when you're out and you're shopping, can you pick some up for me? Because I can't seem to find any, right? So it becomes this like relentless dedication to getting the thing you want. And I know you can relate to this in food because we've all been there where you're just like craving this certain flavor. I mean, especially if you've been pregnant, hello, 3 times, and that feeling you get when you're like, oh my God, like one of the things I craved when I was pregnant was chana sag. So it's a chickpea and spinach Indian dish. And I mean, I literally was like, I woke up one day and was like, I need chana sag right now. And my husband was like, okay, let's go find it. And we did. And I ate it. And then I made it and made like enough to last me a week. My entire house, the entire apartment smelled like curry because it was just like this beautiful pot of stuff that I made because I was craving it. Right. And I got exactly what I wanted because had I had anything else but the chana sag dish, it wouldn't have satisfied what I wanted and I would have kept looking for it. That's the clarity. That's the conviction where it's like if you want something out of your life and you're super clear about what you want, then you wait until you start to get sort of signs or symbols or inspiration to get you closer to the thing that you want. And until you get it, you don't give up. You don't be like, well, I guess I'm never eating mozzarella again, right? If you want that sandwich. No, you're like, man, I can't wait till I can find mozzarella because I know I'm going to find some because, that's an easy example because you're like, there's eventually going to be more mozzarella, right? But in life, we think, oh, maybe I've missed out my chance. Maybe that opportunity is not available to me. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe I'm not pretty enough. Maybe I'm not, motivated enough. Maybe I don't have the life circumstances that, will allow for me to get these things. No, 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 no. Stop all of that. Stop the excuses. Stop the BS. You are capable of getting what you want, but sometimes you have to be patient and wait and stop trying to jump the gun or, you can certainly come up with different ways to have what you want. And I encourage that. And that's what I talk about all the time with the GPS, where it's like, the feeling that you want from whatever it is that you're looking for to get, you have to try and figure out how to get that feeling, how to capture that feeling and make it present, make it in the now, right? So, you do kind of have to like MacGyver your, stuff, right? And figure out, okay, well, I can't have this, but what can I have? What can I fit into my life? How can I make this feel the way I want it to feel right now until I can get to that next level? Or, in my sandwich idea, until I can get the mozzarella, what other flavor can I put here that's going to give me that same feeling? And you start to maybe play around and you're like, maybe avocado. All right, avocado, soft, whatever. And you start to kind of play with things. But you have to be clear on what you want. Because if you are not clear, as I said, the energy that you're putting out there is this wobbly energy, and you're just going to get back a bunch of stuff, right? It's like going to a flea market. You don't know what you want there. You're just looking around and you're like, oh, well, this is nice. This is nice. This is nice. But you don't have like, a focus or a vision. Can you find things that you want when you're not clear? Yes. Can you accidentally bump into the path that you're meant to be on? Well, yes, I believe that that will happen. But taking action to just take action can be a waste of your energy if you're not really committed to that action. If you don't really want to take that action, if you're taking that action because you think you should, or because someone else told you to, or because you feel obligated or pressured to take that action, it's not going to give you the results that you want, because the energy behind that action is what's going to get you the results, right? So if your energy is uncertain, unsure, unclear, hesitant, resistant, then you're not going to get a clear result. You're not going to get what you want because you're not clear on what you want. And that's the most important thing, is your clarity, your vision. Because when you're clear, you can feel it, you can taste it, you can smell it, you can from every part of your body. And I'm not even a visualization person for the most part. Like when people say, like, envision your life, and envision the exact details, I'm not one that typically does that. I also feel that sometimes I don't want to limit myself by having this amazing, fantastical vision, but I know God's plan is so much better than what I could imagine. So I kind of resist doing any sort of visioning exercises like that. However, when you are super clear on what you want, and when I'm super clear, the visioning happens by like just automatically. You automatically start to feel how good it feels to have that, because you're clear and you see it. And you can see yourself doing whatever it is that you want to do. You can see yourself pursuing your mission, or you can see yourself being the person you've always imagined that you can be, because you already are that person. That person already exists. It's not like you have to find them. You're not like going through the phone book, be like, oh, where's that person? Like, you are the person. I know no one looks through phone books anymore, by the way, but I just wanted to say that was my thought. Okay, so let's do our warm up together, and I'm going to pull a card. I meant to talk about this sort of at the end the way I normally do, but I'm just so passionate about it because I see so many people forcing themselves to do things that don't resonate with them because someone told them that that's what they have to do to succeed. I'm tired of seeing people exhausted and burnt out from doing a whole bunch of crap that doesn't serve them. Because if you're not committed to your action, that action is a waste of time. If you're not clear on why you're doing an action, then that action is just a mess. It's just a waste of energy. I really believe that. And I that's just my thought on it. And if you want to, debate me, feel free, but when you're clear, it's like it accelerates your timeline. When you know exactly what you want and you're dedicated, doesn't mean you're going to get the thing you want immediately, but when you're clear and be like, yes, that's what I need to do next. Oh my God, yes, that's what I'm doing. You like get on a call and you make a phone call. That phone call has much more conviction and energy that propels you forward. Or if you need to like do a project, you're doing that project with gusto. If you need to like take a step that scares you, you're more willing to jump if you have clarity of why you are making that jump. And if you are not clear, it's just like this wishy-washy, like, blah, right? It's no good. It doesn't serve you, right? Unless you've decided that you're going to just take action and take action and take action and take action. And that is sort of your method of doing things, right? Maybe you're someone who hesitates. And so you're like, I'm just going to take action on absolutely everything I think about and just see what happens. Well, then awesome. That still is clear. You are clear that you want to take action whether or not you're comfortable. That's still clarity. Do not take action without clarity. It is a waste. Because when we are making choices and when we take action in haste, there is also a level there that indicates a lack of trust in the path, a lack of trust in God, right? Like when we're like, I need to act now because otherwise it's never going to happen. That's a lack of trust, right? When you take action, it should be like, this is exactly what I need to do. And I know the universe is going to take care of the rest because I have the vision. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. And so I'm just going to keep on this path. And that's where you can then build consistency and you can build that conviction because then you're taking action that feels good. So every action that you take that feels good propels you forward. Not only that, if it feels good, it means you are in alignment with source. So if you are in alignment with source, you're going to move a hell of a lot faster than if you're going against the current, right? If you like jump in the water and the current is going this way, you're going to go a lot faster than if you're trying to swim the other way. Especially if you're like, I'm just going to jump in this water and I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. So I'll just like what? Tread water? No, have a direction. Be clear on where you're going. And that's going to get you to where you want to go. Okay. Yes. Hi. Hi, Mom. Hi, Meredith. Hi, Fatima. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad you guys are here. Okay. So let's do our ritual. Let's get ourselves set for the day. And I want you to think about what action you want to take today, right? When we're talking about the GPS word, I want you to think about what action, what inspired action you want to take today, or what action have you been wanting to take but have been resistant to? And just allow yourself to kind of feel that it's not the time. Allow yourself to accept it's not the time for that action. Because when it is that time for the action, you're not even going to hesitate. You're going to jump right in. I talk to people all the time. It's like we beat ourselves up for hesitating, for not taking steps, for procrastinating, which is a whole other topic, right? But sometimes we are hesitating or procrastinating because we don't feel the connection to the action. Sometimes it's fear. And if it's fear, you'll know it because you'll be like, I'm just scared. And then you'll jump because you're going to be like, I'm scared, but this is exactly what I need to do. Let's go. Right? But sometimes it's not just fear. Sometimes it's like something doesn't feel right. I'm not ready to take this leap. And if you're not ready to take this leap, then you need to trust that there's a better way. And ask God, ask your angels, ask whatever higher power you believe in and say, show me a sign. Show me a clear cut sign which direction I need to go. And then when you receive that sign, then you know, right? And if you don't receive a sign, then wait. Wait for the clarity, wait for the conviction. Because then when you get it, like I think slow and steady wins the race. We've heard about this and it's true, right? Like if you take very measured, methodical steps in the direction that you want to go, you can get there. But if you take like an inspired, like, oh my God, this is it, and a leap forward, you'll like go zoom, and you'll just like zoom past what you could have done if you were just sort of checking the boxes. Now, if, like I said, if that's your method and if that works for you and you feel good about just taking steps because that keeps you moving forward, then that's what you do. Again, that is clarity. You have clarity that that works for you. Until you have clarity, you need to wait. Or I recommend that you wait. Okay. All right. Let's do our morning ritual. We're going to light the candle. Oh my goodness, guys. I've been talking for a long time, but there's some topics that I'm just super passionate about. What can I tell you? All right. So we're going to light the candle. I'm going to use a little essential oil. Feel free to use them or not. Like I said, it's a personal choice. I like it because it smells nice. And this one, I really love the smell of this meditation blend. All right. And we are going to take 3 deep breaths. Okay. Now remember that the reason that we do this is that we are trying to get clear. Okay. We want to, get clear, get clarity. We want to cleanse our energy, right? And we want to recharge, right? We want to ground ourselves, center ourselves. So we are charging up for the day. We are releasing what doesn't serve us for the day, and we are getting clarity on our intention for the day. Okay, so let's do that together. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. Feel free to grab crystals or not. I'm putting my hands on my lap, and we're going to imagine that the sunlight is pouring in beautiful healing light through the top of your head, and at the same time, your feet well planted on the ground, grounded and charging from the earth, right? We are like charging up from the earth's energy because we are made of stardust and of earth dust. And so we want to make sure that we are connecting with both parts of us and then releasing all the things that don't serve us, allowing that light, that healing light, that life force energy to flow through us and clear and cleanse anything that doesn't serve us, releasing any stuck, stagnant, or dense energy so that we can go on with our day feeling lighter and charged up and ready to go. Okay, here we go. Deep breath in and hold. Release. One more time. And release. And again, last time, make it count. Make sure you just really just let in all that, bring in all that air, okay? As much as you can. Just soak in all that oxygen. And hold. And release. Whew. Thank you. Right, now let's do a little stretching. Make this a little shorter today because I'm running behind schedule because I talk too much. It's okay. Everybody here knows me and knows that I talk too much, so that's all right. Okay, so we are releasing any tension, any stuckness or stiffness in our body, and we are just clearing our vessel, right? We want our vessel clear so that we can receive messages, so that we can receive connection, so that we can really feel in alignment with the universe. Okay, we want to feel that alignment, we want to feel connected. Okay, and shake it out. Oh, forgot my bracelets today. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All right, I'm gonna pull a card and see what the guides have to say about all my talk about waiting, because I feel really passionate about it, because I just see too many people. It's not even the taking the action or not taking the action. I see too many people beating themselves up about action that they're not taking, right? Because they don't feel like taking the action because it doesn't feel right to them, but because they've been told, this is what you need to do. This is just what you need to do. This is just how life is. This is just whatever, right? I'm so sick of hearing things like that. It's like, no, that's not what I need to do. This is what other people have needed to do. But I can't tell you that I need to do it yet. I'm not sure. I have to check in with myself and see what I need to do. And that's what you need to do, is you need to be super clear on what you need, and then you can do it. That's just how it works. All right. So, I'm shuffling. I just keep on shuffling. Pum, 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 pum. That's 2 different songs, but that's okay. I'm going to keep on shuffling. And tomorrow, don't forget to join me tomorrow, because I will be pulling cards for my lucky viewers who are watching. So please make sure that you join me tomorrow. And don't forget to sign up for my YouTube page. Subscribe to my YouTube page, Jumpstart for Change. And spread the word, ding the notifications, send it to your friends if you think that they might benefit from watching these shows. Just send it to them. Okay. Oh, guys, I forgot to do the prayer. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, and then I'll pull the card. But we definitely need to do the prayer, because that's part of the ritual. Okay, so think about your intention, what intention you're setting for the day, what you want to accomplish, and then let's put this out there. Divine Mother, Infinite Father, Creator, Ascended Masters, Archangels, Spirit Guides, and all beings of 100% pure white light, allow me to be a clear and open channel of your light and love without hesitation or ego. May the highest vibration of love and light connect with my higher self and release any and all things that no longer serve me. I ask that Saint Germain and his infinitely powerful violet flame burn away all the things that no longer serve myself or humanity and hold us back from our divine existence. Thank you. help us to embody our intentions for the day and help us raise the collective vibration for the highest and greatest good of all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, and so it is. All right, thank you for joining me there. And we are going to finish up, like I said, with a card and see what the cards have to say. I know I'm a little over the 10:30 mark, but what can I say? I like to talk. All right. One more time. All right. Look at this. Okay. I love this card. Okay. So it's number 7, lucky 7. And the card is into the unknown. And think about how perfect this card is for what we just talked about, right? I think that sometimes people get satisfaction from taking action, of course, because the ego and the brain wants action because it feels productive. It feels like you're doing something, and so in your head, you are satisfying the need to get something done, right? But if you just sit and wait, you are in the unknown area of life, right? Having faith that what you want is coming can be really challenging, right? Especially if you have opportunities that you are faced with in your life, but they're not exactly the opportunities that you're looking for. It can be challenging for you to decide whether or not to take that chance, right? To jump into that opportunity or to wait. And here is the biggest indicator for you is that how do you feel about the opportunity, right? Do you feel excited about that opportunity? Is it like, that wasn't really what I had planned, but it's kind of sounds like fun. Maybe I want to try it. That is an energy that is going to definitely support your mission, whatever your mission is, even if it's not connected to this opportunity. You have no idea how the things that we encounter, the choices that we make, may connect with the things that we want in the future. That's not up to us to decide. It's not up to you to decide. But so if you're excited about something, if something feels interesting, then you need to go ahead and step into it and do it. But otherwise, just be patient. Stay where you are. Learn to embrace the present moment and allow yourself to kind of be in the unknown for a while. It can be really, really um I don't want to say overwhelming because it's not overwhelming, but it can be really anxiety. It can be really like, it can make you really anxious because you're like, I want to know when to go. I want to know when I can move. I want to, trust that something is going to come my way the way I want. And it's really easy for us to forget that that's how it works because we are told all the time by society, by people who love us, be careful, don't leave yourself stranded, make sure you plan ahead, make sure you do this, make sure you do that, don't forget this, not everybody wins, blah blah blah. And we hear all of these warnings all the time about how things can fall apart. And so it's really hard to stay to stay in your conviction that whatever it is that you imagine for your life is possible, because you probably have a lot of people in your life that either tell you it's not possible or it hasn't been possible for them. So it acts as evidence for you that it is not something that is possible. But let me tell you, anything is possible. And you need to trust that your vision for what you want, or at least the energy behind your vision, can come true as what you imagine, and very often as something better. So trust that unknown place, that place of discomfort. Sit in it and be in it and wait to be inspired to leave. Because when you wait for the inspiration, when you wait for the clarity, and when you wait for the conviction, then you're going to just accelerate things and move as fast as you can once you get that okay. Once you get the sign, once you get the inspiration, you're going to be like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for. Boom. And there you go. And you take off and things just start to unfold in a beautiful and miraculous way. Now, of course, there's always the disclaimer I like to give. It's never, rainbows and unicorns all the time. You will always face certain challenges and obstacles your way, but it doesn't matter. If you are clear on where you're going, then you just take care of the obstacle or challenge. You face it in a way that is filled with the knowing that it is a part of your journey. It is not stopping you, but it is part of the steps that are going to take you to where you want to go. And if you can really embody that and envision that, well, you can do anything. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for your patience and love, for being here today and every day. I really, really do love you. I wish you all the best. And I will see you tomorrow for Fun Friday. So don't forget. And don't forget to subscribe to Jumpstart for Change on YouTube.